Well, it's Thursday, October the 18th, and I haven't done anything properly for a vlog since the end of August because circumstances have been such that I haven't really had the time to be able to come out and to set the cameras to do a vlog. It's not that I haven't done anything in the garden. I've come out and just little bits and pieces I've done, such as I've cut back all the dahlias in the pots. I'm ready to be able to get the tubers out, and I've cleaned a lot of the vegetable patch so that at the moment now that's ready for me to finish clearing and to dig over. And my friend Graham, who lives here in Stanley as well, has given me some bags of compost from his own garden, which he's done from his cuttings and everything, mixed with some chicken manure, which I intend to put on the vegetable patch sometime over the next week or two, so that needs digging over. But I have spent some time as well pruning the fruit trees a little bit. They still need a little bit more done to them. And then I sorted out all the shelving and everything ready to bring back in the greenhouse, which is here at the moment. I've got two cameras running, so on the other camera you will see that the cosmos is still flowering really well, both at the front of the house and at the back, and it's almost a shame to be putting that up, but I need to be getting on with planting the bulbs because I've got a lot of bulbs which I took up at the beginning of spring which need to be replanted again, so I want to get that done over the next week or 10 days. The roses are still flowering really well, and so I can't do anything with cutting them back, but again I don't want to leave that too much longer because they're getting quite full and growing out and spreading. I've also been treating the lawn because it's gone a little bit mossy again, so I brought some more treatment today which I'll put on sometime next week. I'm trying to think what else there is that I might have done. Not really, I don't think, but what I want to do today is because I ordered way back, I'm not sure when it was, April the 18th, I ordered 160 tulip bulbs, and by what I understand they're in a different pack of 1, 2, 3, 4 colours: yellow, pink, red, and then purple. And these, I understand, are what they call, I think they call them, yes, seed bulbs. So this is the first time they would have been used. And so what I'm going to do with these, because I've got these clay pots which I've now emptied from the spring bedding plants that I had in them, I'm going to be planting 4 or 5 of these in each of these pots for this year to see how they come on. And then with them I'm going to plant these cowslips. These are cowslips that I had as seedlings from a neighbour just a few doors away, and I transplanted them into these pots, but they really need to be moved on into something else. And so I'm going to put some tulips and a couple of these cowslips, and also I'm not sure what these were called again, but these are like a daisy. Again, these were from the neighbour as seedlings. I planted them into these pots, and so I want to put one of them in these pots as well. So that's what I plan to do just for today. And then next week I plan to dig over the vegetable patch. I've got some cardboard which I'm going to lay down underneath, put the compost back on top, and leave that a little bit. I might even just put a few bulbs in that just for the winter time, but we'll see how we go. So that's what I intend to do today with these pots. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to just put a little bit of this cardboard over the hole in the bottom, just to stop the initial compost going through until it hardens off a little bit. Managed to get some fresh compost this week, although I have still got a little bit left in here. Now what I'm going to do, and I'll have to label these, I've got some labels somewhere, I hope. Well, I had hoped to label these, but I haven't got enough labels, so I will just write something on the side with a pencil for now, and then get some labels to do them, because I'm going to do some with mixed bulbs and then some with just one of each of the colours in them as well. So I'll do this one first, the one with the pink. I'm going to put these quite low, and I'm going to put 5 in each one. Some of them don't look too healthy, these bulbs, but so there's 5 in there, and that's the pink. Now cowslips are my favourite wildflower. I have tried the last 2 or 3 years to try to get some cowslips to grow in the garden, and it hasn't happened. So I was pleased when my neighbour offered me these, and we'll see now how well they'll survive in these pots. And if they survive, then when it comes to finishing with them flowering next spring, I will plant them out in the garden somewhere. It's really good to be able to get out in the garden again after a spell when it's not really been very easy for me to do anything. Been really interesting with the cosmos, because I planted them by seed, and if you've watched my videos you will notice or remember that what I did when they got to a certain height, I snipped the middles out, the stem, and then I potted the stems, and they all grew on into other plants. And the strangest thing is, it's the stems that I potted on have been the ones that have flowered the most. The ones which were just the original plant haven't flowered as well, but I think that they have been my favourite flower this year. I've just loved them, watched them going and just seeing them coming back and cutting them and seeing them coming again. It's been a disappointing year as far as the birds are concerned, because this is the first year in the 5 years that I've had the garden that we've not had the woodpecker come into the garden, and I've not even seen the woodpeckers as I've gone walking around the woods in the area at all, so I don't know what's happened there this year. So that's 3 of those pots done. I won't put any more on the video. I'll fill the video up with something else as I do more later. So that's 8 of those pots done for now. There's still plenty more bulbs there because there's 160 altogether. So that's only about 40, something like that done, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. So there's plenty left, another 120, which I'm going to put in some of the planters outside. But because it's dry today, the forecast isn't very good for the next few days. I'm going to go and dig over some of the vegetable patch. I think I might uncover a few potatoes and carrots that have still been left over in there. So that's what I intend to do now. It is a shame to be digging up these marigolds. I've never had them last so long and come up so well, but I need to get the garden winter ready. These are the carrots I'd forgotten about, so we'll get something out of those. So I've dug all this patch over now, And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rake it over now and get it level. And then I've got some cardboard I'm going to lay over the top, and then put on top of that then the compost that's come from my friend Graham with the chicken manure laid into it, and then over the winter hopefully the cardboard will rot a little bit into the ground. that's enough to give that a bit of a covering. I know it's not very deep on top of it, but I'll have more to add onto there as I sort the rest of my planters and pots out now over the next week or two. And then what'll happen is then when the spring comes, I'll give this a dig over. If the cardboard hasn't rotted completely, then I'll just break it up a bit more and dig it into it. So that's a fair bit done today. Before I switch the camera off, we'll just come across a few. There's a lot of weeding to be done down here. I've stopped doing corn now in the bird feeders because it's just creating a big mess. I've got that to sort out over the next day or two as well. Take that over, clear all the corn that's growing in the stones. Got to clip my weeds from over there now from today. In the background there you can see where the roses are still flowering, but these are the cosmos. You know, just been an incredible display. It's just something about them which is beautiful with the different colours. And then these are the gladioli that have come out late. Some of them are not going to come through. There's a good many have been through and died off already, but these pink ones are late. There's this one that's coming through late. And some more roses that are coming through on the trellis by here. And here in this bed here, the cosmos is doing beautiful again. And I just don't want to take them up too soon, but it's got to the point where I have to do this bed. But again here you can see where the early gladiolis have died off, but at the same time some more are coming out, and they were all planted at the very same time, so that's holding me up a little bit here as well. These were the dahlias. I've cut all the tops off. What I'll be doing is I'll be taking those over to the bed I've just dug over, and then I'll get the tubers out and the compost can just lie on the top of that cardboard with the rest. Still got some more of those cowslips down there and daisies, which I'll put in the beds. These were dahlias, which I've cut the tops off. We had some early frosts in September which seemed to destroy the dahlias quite quickly. See on here you can see where the gladioli is gone, but on the next one there's one just coming out. But I need next week as well, if I get some time, is to empty these, keep that gladioli in there, but empty these and plant some bulbs in them ready for spring.